Hi, this is Rob at Golden State Tactical. I'm going to teach you today how to install a bullet button, remove a regular mag release, and then also install a bullet button convertible. If you've got a gun that's coming from a manufacturer that's installed the bullet button, you're going to need to remove the bullet button, and you're going to need to potentially have to break the blue Loctited seal that's on an existing bullet button. So first we're going to start with removing a bullet button. The easiest way to do that is to push on the mag lever as far as you can in, and then back wind the initial lever all the way. And as you back wind it, ultimately it will pop out, and your spring and your button you'll want to save and use later on. Now to install a bullet button, you'll take the same lever, drop it in the same hole, grab your bullet button cage, and notice the bullet button cage has a large hole and a small hole. You want to put the small hole down inside your lower receiver, take your spring, and then place it inside the bullet button cage. Then you want to take your bullet button nut with slots up, and you'll want to place it in there, and you'll want to thumb tighten it until you can no longer thumb tighten it anymore. Now the next step is you've got to tighten this nut until it's flush with the top of the stud. And what I mean is, if this is the nut and this is the stud, you'll want to take that nut and drive it all the way down until it is flush with the top of the stud. In the instructions, it talks about using a jeweler screwdriver to do that and winding this down one side at a time. That will work, or you can use the Wonder tool. The Wonder tool has these little tabs on it, and it's threaded on the inside. If you place the Wonder tool inside the tabs and then just turn your bullet button nut until it is flush with the top of the stud, once it's flush with the top of the stud, you have the proper tension on your mag lever. You can't release it here, but you can certainly release the mag with your tool. Now, if your gun comes with the bullet button already installed, chances are the manufacturer has placed blue Loctite on that bullet button, and you're going to have to break that nut if you want to take this off and put a bullet button convertible on. There's a couple ways to do that. One, you can try to use the Wonder tool, but the Wonder tool has these little tabs and it's made of aluminum, and if that's Loctite and you're going to break that, it may not work. So I suggest you use a soldering iron. Heat your soldering iron up, hold it on your stud until your stud gets hot enough where the blue Loctite becomes pliable. Once that's done, then you can remove the bullet button nut with the Wonder tool, and then you'll back that part off. As you back your bullet button off, of course, everything's going to come out again, fall apart, so you'll want to make sure that you're doing this in an area where you're not going to lose any of the pieces. And it should be done relatively simple. There's your nut, there's your cage, there's your lever of your standard bullet button. Now we're going to